We've been working on this big deck and this casita on the deck for the last 3 months. We're gonna be building it nearly entirely out of glass. And there's a big problem. The idea is to have as much of this casita open as possible so you can see the view and you can see the volcano. And with that, it's turned into putting as little structural supports in as possible. And because of that, this whole casita shakes. A lot, not just a little bit. It's like, it moves a few inches on either side. Circa? Okay.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
No.
So our plan was to have accordion style doors on all 4 sides here. Those are doors that basically act as a wall and then completely open up, and then you could push the whole wall over to the side. But at this point, I don't think that that's gonna work. This is bien. Okay, dale. The idea is basically to put up a lean bar, and we're trying to make sure that it's the proper height, because if you notice, all 3 of us are fairly different sizes, or pretty dramatically different in height. The reason why I want to shore up this casita is we get really heavy winds here. And the winds, if something isn't built properly, built strong enough, it'll shake. And because it's gonna be mostly glass, I'm concerned that's gonna make the glass flex, and that's gonna make the glass crack.
You gonna give me a little trim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll make it really long.
You're gonna make it long?
This.
Like long, you're gonna give me like
long hair, like my have long hair. I cut her hair.
oh, okay. Like long layers?
Yeah.
Ever since Sade came with me to the hairdresser like a month and a half ago up in Stowe, Vermont, I got a little trim there. And Sadie was just mesmerized by the whole experience. The washing of the hair, the trimming of the hair, the blow drying of the hair. So now this is what we spend at least a good like hour to 2 hours of our days doing, is playing
Mama?
hairdresser. But if any of you guys are looking for like a nice little just like background noise jam sesh, where it's like not too stimulating but just gives it a little more depth to your day, Smooth Jazz. It's actually really funny too, because there's a clip of when Jordan's first bringing Sadie like downstairs in Jordan's mom's house after she was born. It was like a couple days after she was born.
Hey Alexa, play Smooth Jazz.
Here's a station you might like. Smooth Jazz.
And Jordan was taking the morning shift to let me sleep in, and he walks into the living room and he asks Alexa, hey Alexa, play Smooth Jazz. And then it just stuck. Like, we ended up listening to Smooth Jazz every single day for the first like 3 months of her life.
We have lost our cow, you guys. She doesn't want to stay with us anymore. And if you want to know where she goes,
She's got a boy cow!
She got a boy.
she's got a boy.
Yeah.
Mumu has a boyfriend. Isn't that cute?
Cut.
You cut my ear. Hi, Mumu. What are you doing?
Dude, she's got a man over there.
She's in love.
She's in love.
Are these all your friends?
So this is Mumu's new boyfriend. He's on a mission.
He seems aggressive.
I think most bulls are, honey.
This cow is also beautiful. Hi. Oh. And that's how babies are made. What do you think a cow looks for in a bull, honey? You think it's all based on this big lump on the top of its back? That's how you know it's a good bull right there. I don't blame you, Moo. You got yourself a good one, I think. He seems terrifying, I'm gonna be honest. His face looks very angry. We really want cow's milk. We've wanted it for a while now. And this is the start of the process of getting cow's milk. And we'll also have a baby cow around here too, which would be pretty cool. How we kind of like how we've done it with animals so far is animals around here are businesses. People can take that animal if it's a female and they can use it to produce milk, or if it's a male, then oftentimes they'll sell it for meat. That's a big deal for a lot of families that live around here, and that's a lot of the stuff that we've done with our animals here on Lola's farm. And in the backside we get the milk and we get to produce food for our family and for our animals, and on the other side, families around here get an animal that can help support their family.
Poquito más.
Okay. The first half wall is done. We're moving on to the second wall now. I got the guys just tack welding these beams into place. And if we go over here and we give it a little shake, yeah, it's a heck of a lot better. Okay, second story windows. We get a beam going right in here. What do you got?
A dragon.
That's your pet dragon? You are one cute dragon, I'll tell you that. You are so cute. What's your dragon's name?
Puppy.
His tail's wagging. It's a good sign.
Just finished up a little bit of lunch. Nothing goes wasted here on the Lowe's farm. And the rest goes to the chickens. I got the brothers working on putting up the last support beams for the windows right here on this side. They're just gonna tack them into place. Okay, this is the moment that I've been waiting for, that I've been super excited for, because after this moment, this whole thing is gonna be usable. We're putting on the roof, baby. First things first, we need to get the insulation up there. The reason for the insulation is just really a thermal barrier. We're gonna be putting a metal tin roof up on this thing, and the difference in temperature from the inside and outside, combined with 99% humidity here, makes it so if you don't put insulation down, it rains on the inside of your house. Uno pagado más del carriola en oficina.
Well, I gotta be honest, honey, this isn't the greatest angle, but it's really it's the only angle I can get right now.
How about now? Did it get better?
Maybe if I turn the camera down a little. George's getting the first panel in right now. How does it look?
I've built a roof.
Almost. So I feel like this is moving along pretty quickly. Definitely much quicker than anything we've ever built before, which is really exciting. Sweetie, you guys are absolutely crushing it right now. George's farmer's tan has been looking real nice recently. Steady feet, honey, you got this. Let's go. What? Sweetie, I think you gotta work on your stretching. I just want to take a quick moment here to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Thrive Market. Thrive Market is an online membership-based grocery store that is on a mission to make healthy living easy and accessible for everybody.
Can I get the orange ball?
As a lot of you guys know, I am pretty conscious when it comes to the food that I buy and the food that I cook for myself and my family. And although there is an amazing little organic grocery store here down in town in Panama, because they're importing everything is pretty expensive. So we actually just started using Thrive Market a few months ago, and I cannot believe how much money we've saved since using them. This pasta sauce is hands down the best pasta sauce I've ever had in my life. And I never used to buy it. I tried it like once a long time ago, and then I just couldn't get myself to buy it again because it's like $12 a jar at your typical grocery store. On Thrive, it's $7, which is almost half the price of what you would find in stores. The last order that I just made, I got a lot of essentials that I use almost every single day, and I saved over $50 on my last order. And for a week's worth of food, if you think about that, $50 a week of savings is really significant. Organic dried mango has been my absolute go-to, and that stuff is not cheap, but on Thrive Market, it is a fraction of the price, so that's been a really big thing I've been getting a lot recently. The other amazing thing about them too is that you can customize what diet restrictions that you have during your search, during your shopping search. Whatever it may be, they have options for you. So if you guys are interested in trying out Thrive Market, I cannot recommend them enough. And they have an amazing discount going on right now that if you click the link down below, or if you go to thrivemarket.com/nomadic, you will get 30% off your first order and a free gift worth up to $60. Sweetie, can I take a picture of you with your new book? What is that?
Italian.
It's Italiano? An Italian dictionary?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to go to Italy?
No.
No, you just want to have a small, cute little book.
Yeah.
We went to this really, really old bookstore in town. I said, Sadie, all right, you can pick any book you want. So that was the book she picked. It's an Italiano, How to Learn Italiano dictionary book.
The scary dragon. And she put him up, and then she fell off again. And then dragon loves Ellie.
Dragon loves Ellie?
Yeah. See that?
Dragon. Drago. That's how you say it in Italiano. Drago. Can you say Drago?
He is dragon.
Okay.
This is the part of dragon loves Ellie.
So Dragon loves Ellie.
No, it's, the part is right here. Ellie.
Oh, okay. Ellie loved Dragon.
The sun's just like cooking my skin right now. Super calor. ¿Listo? The roof is almost done, but I have to change gears here. This is actually, things just got a little bit more stressful than I wanted them to. I was up on that roof getting cooked. It's like a giant reflector up there. I'm sunburned like crazy, but I've been going back and forth with the architect that we're going to use for our house, just asking him questions about the structure just because it's so unique. I've been sending him photos of what we're doing, and we've been going back and forth with some different ideas, and I told him we still have a little bit of a shake, and he's like, hey, listen, you really have to put in some gussets like this, where those red lines are. And the fun part of all this is, the guy that's gonna do all of this glass work, all the windows and all the doors, he's on his way here right now. So we're up against it. I gotta get these gussets put in now. These beams, putting these beams in, they're not gonna be easy either. I got multiple angles on every cut. It's funny how this went from like an all glass wide open house, and then over time we just secured it and locked it down more and more. There.
Sweetie, I see what you were trying to do this morning. George comes up to me. He's like, hey, come outside. Come look at something with me real quick. And he's like, hey, what do you think about these two far back bottom parts of the walls? We do wood. And our plan was always to do glass. That was just like a last minute thought this morning. And I know why you did that. Because we're on a time crunch right now.
I was saying it to myself the whole time. It's like, you're just doing this to try to get yourself out of a jam. I'm very aware. You know what you called it?
What?
Javelin.
Oh my gosh.
If anyone comes in, honey, we're just gonna make a bunch of these. If the world ever goes to the end and we need to go into our bunker, we're gonna be stocked with
Sweetie,
these.
we don't even have a bunker yet.
Yeah, we're gonna build one.
I hope this works. Nice.
Better.
Nice. Much better.
So short. Lola just walked all the way across these beams to get to me because she wants one thing. When she starts doing this, you know it. We know what she wants. Come here, come here. Hey, honey. Look at the paw go. Look at the face. Well, we got the beams all into place. We're just welding them in place now. And there's no sign of the window guy. He was supposed to be here this morning. It's 10:11, so it's getting towards the end of the morning. The good thing is, in Panama, everyone's fashionably late. Yeah, I also come from the American culture where we get a lot of anxiety when we're late. We're ready for him whenever he comes, whether it be today or tomorrow. Sometimes they just keep saying tomorrow and it takes weeks, so let's hope we see this guy today. It's break time. Do you guys want to see what break time looks like nowadays? Well, it looks a little something like this.
You're such a good sport. Okay, baby.
I am beautiful.
Hard to come by.
Am I beautiful?
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy we rushed. The window guy just got here. It's downpouring now, and it's 3:57. So he was only 6 hours late. But the good thing is we had to get this done anyways because of the rain. And this is part of how things work in Panama. You're on Panama time. And in Panama time, todo es mañana. Someone's happy about her new casita. She does not want to leave. Just sitting there wagging her tail. Scratch the butt. The windows are measured. The rain has stopped. Now everything is soaking wet, which sounds like a great time to get up on the roof. I'm not looking forward to this. the guys are gonna make fun of me because I'm gonna put a harness on. All right, ready to go. Okay. So I'm not gonna die. Are you laughing at me, bro? You guys are always laughing at me. What are you laughing at me for? So here's what we got. One more piece of insulation. Maybe one more piece of roofing. Porfa. Well, we're about to get rained on. You can see there's clouds below us. It's raining down in town. There's clouds here. These guys are scrambling because we all know it's about to get really dangerous up here. ¿Qué persona compró esta finca, bro? ¿Qué pendejo, bro? No lluvia allá. No lluvia allá. Es solo lluvia aquí. Now I'm going to be screwing these screws into this roof for a good 2 to 3 hours. By the end of that time, I'm going to be not only exhausted, but I'm going to be so sunburned. Because this, you know, like those reflectors when people like cook themselves in the sun? This is a massive one of those. And we're right at the equator, so I'm not built for this.
So George's just finishing putting all the screws into the roof, and Iberto actually just cut off the excess that was hanging off the backside just so that it's a little bit more flush with the actual framing and we don't have any excess overhang. So now we have a beautiful, nice, straight line. This roof is gonna be 100% complete within the next like 20 minutes. These guys finished the roof literally just in time before the rain came. It's just starting to sprinkle now. I think the downpour is coming. It's done, baby! Woohoo!
We did it!
The roof is done! Good
Dude,
job,
look
Sadie.
at that.
You crushed it. A lot of you guys were probably wondering why we decided to start building on this structure before we actually finished all of the decking boards. And this reason right here is exactly the reason why. The rain just started coming in, so this will allow us, having this structure here with the roof done, will allow us to continue working even in the rain. Which the timing works out perfectly because the guy who's going to be coming to install the doors and the windows won't be here for at least another 2 weeks, which will give us just the perfect amount of time to finish all of these decking boards and the railing and everything in this area before we move on to the gym. So George's actually taking these last 4 boards off here that went to the edge of the door. We kind of actually just put those down temporarily because we just wanted to have full access to the bathroom until we were going to keep going on the deck. It's so funny when Karen comes to see Sadie in the morning. She mostly speaks Spanish to her. So I really do think Sadie understands a lot, but she won't speak it. She kind of refuses to speak it. Something else that was really funny is Jordan and I, for the longest time, we would try to also speak Spanish to her, but she didn't want it. I think because she was so used to us speaking English, and she's like, all right, I finally got the English down, like, don't confuse me. But just this past weekend, Sadie's been asking for us to talk Spanish to her. So it's really encouraging, and I feel like even though she's not speaking it, I think she's absorbing so much right now that within the next couple of years, when she really's got the English down, I think we'll start hearing her talk Spanish a lot more.
Look at this, you guys. I haven't been able to do this before. I know it might sound crazy, but every single board that we put down, it's like, it kind of feels like a big deal. When you're living in less than 200 square feet, and every board adds on to a significant percentage of that 200 square feet, each row, I'm just getting more and more pumped. I think those are too big for you, honey. Just a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit.
I don't know, I think it's a lot of it. We're currently down a crock, but that's not gonna stop me because it wouldn't be the first time that I've worked barefoot. And at least we got one shoe on, so that's good enough for me. This is gonna be going pretty quick though. I get to use the full pieces of board, so it's not really gonna be cutting too much until we get to the end here. Which means that progress on this deck is just going so quick. I'm losing sunlight pretty quick, but I'm just gonna keep going. Bummer. It's that short. I'm gonna have to cut it and put a piece. But I'm gonna keep going for as late as I can. I got the lights charging so I can go, even if it's pitch black, I'll be able to work underneath at least a little bit of light. Just keep trying to get down as many of these boards as we can until basically I just run out of gas.
You see it? You see it? You see it? Oh, you want my bicycle?
All right. That's all I got. It's 8 o'clock right now. I've gone later, but I'm just cooked, you guys. I'm done. I'm done for the day. The sun definitely beat me down, but overall, man, am I so happy. All this extra space that we've just made for ourselves, and knowing that tomorrow, that space is gonna extend all the way out here. It's just getting better and better every single day.
Before we let you guys go, I have a little public service announcement for any families out there, especially families with little ones. Please do yourselves a favor and check out Thrive Market. Ever since we've been using them, it has been an absolute game changer for us. So just a reminder, click the link down below, or you can go to thrivemarket.com/nomadic. That's gonna give you 30% off your first order and a free gift worth up to $60. So thank you so much, Thrive Market, for sponsoring today's video. This is where we're gonna leave you guys. We love you so much, and we'll see you on